Hi everyone, I'm Lynn from Finds of Yesterday, and I buy items from yard sales and rummage sales and auctions and flea markets, and I bought this box of Bakelite from a local auction. So we're going to go through it and test some of the pieces and see if it's all Bakelite. So let's turn the camera around and check it out. Alright, this is my auction purchase for $24. And it was labeled Bakelite, but it's a combination of celluloid and Bakelite. So out of these three groups, which one do you think is actual Bakelite pieces? If you chose the one on the right here, you are right. All these pieces are Bakelite. And the ones on the left here are actually celluloid. And the one in the middle, I'm still uncertain about. So let's go through some of these pieces and I'll show you how to test for Bakelite with Simichrome polish, and let's jump right in. I wanted to tell you this one right here, I'm still questioning whether or not it is a Bakelite. It really looks like Bakelite to me, but it's not testing Bakelite, so I'm a little uncertain about that one. But you can see this is celluloid. It is definitely a lighter weight material, where Bakelite is more dense. This knife is definitely more lightweight, and it is carved, so they do have carved celluloid. But when you test it, it does not test Bakelite. This piece here is definitely not Bakelite. It is kind of a satiny looking piece, and Bakelite's more matte color. This is some type of plastic, probably celluloid, but it's a cool old button. And then we have these neat little, I call them eyeball buttons. They are celluloid, and there's three of them. And then I found these, Then I found these little buttons in there, which they're real lightweight, so you can tell that they're not Bakelite. The back, you can see how plasticky, how lightweight, thin, plasticky this little cover is on this button. This one actually is plastic, but it's celluloid, and I believe it's painted. It kind of has a painted look to it. When you test it, it pulls the color off a little bit. So it's definitely not Bakelite. This one is not testing Bakelite, even though it looks like Bakelite. But the back has that real thin black celluloid look to it. It is carved, which a lot of Bakelite is, but this is real lightweight. I think it would be heavier if it was Bakelite. Now these center pieces are not testing Bakelite. I am not sure what they are, but it pulls some of the color off when I test. This is the one I tested. As you can see, it pulled the finish off. And they're heavier and more dense like Bakelite. At first I thought, oh, maybe they're wood, but they're not. So if anybody knows what these are, please let me know in the comments. And this piece is also different. It is, you can see it better on the back. It's got a color to it that's peeling off. And underneath, when I tested it, I tested both the red and the yellowish looking part, and it kind of ate into the little yellowish part. So not sure what this is made of, but it's definitely not Bakelite. So as we go over here, here's a couple pieces, look like waffle pieces of Bakelite. I'm not sure what they use these for. A lot of these pieces were probably part of something bigger. The spoon has a Bakelite handle. They used Bakelite for a lot of different types of handles, especially on flatware. Here's some little tools, like a little shaver that has a Bakelite handle, and this other little tool I don't know what that is. Maybe for some type of knitting possibly, or a man's tool. But these are both testing Bakelite. Here's another little shaver. Cool little pieces. Now these aren't probably going to be worth a whole lot of money. This one's definitely different, but people do collect this, and they do search on eBay for it, so it is sought after on eBay. I love this little piece. Interesting little shape. And this one is a neat little piece. I assume it's a button. I think it may be a button for a coat, but it has a celluloid insert in it. See how that's like, looks almost like mother of pearl? Then you know it's celluloid if it's like that. This is a cool carved piece, and as you can see, it has a transparency to it, and it has some glitter inserted. Almost looks like amber. But this is testing Bakelite. Then we have some buttons here. This one up here is questionable. It's coming out a little bit different color, but I do believe it is Bakelite. Them are some buttons, and these are definitely Bakelite. They have the density that Bakelite has. Hear how they sound? They're not plasticky. I mean, they're heavier, a heavy plastic if anything. And this is a cool little piece. I believe it's a handle. But both the red and the brown are testing Bakelite. And we have another button here that has some copper on the top that's tarnished, and I tried cleaning it up, but it's taken a lot of work. As you can see, the back, it tests Bakelite. It's got some kind of contraption on it. I believe maybe it was a pendant on a necklace, but I don't know what these other little hoops are on here for. Alright, so let's jump in and maybe test a piece. Let's try this one. It's flat, it's easy to test. So I got a Q-tip here, and I'm just going to put a real small amount. You don't need much. Just rub it in and see how it's turning yellow, like dirty cigarette yellow. That means it's Bakelite. I'm going to test one of these again and show you what it's doing. Let me get the one I tested already so I don't pull anything. I don't know if I'm just cleaning it and that's why it's turning light yellow. See, it's not turning yellow, it's turning dirty, and it's still staying somewhat pink. So they are not Bakelite, but I do not believe that they're celluloid because they're too heavy for that. See how it turned another spot yellow? The celluloid pieces, I may lot up these buttons right here. Since they're all very interesting, little carved and intricate, I may be able to get 15 out of them. And then these two I'll probably do separately, and maybe $12.99 I might put on them and take an offer of 10 or so. These two pieces, I think I'm going to do these separately. This one I'm still hesitant on. Let's test it. I'll show you what it's doing. See, it's dirty. It's definitely not turning yellow, it's just dirty. But again, this has the density of Bakelite. So don't be deceived by the feel of it. You really need to do several different tests on them. This one, since it's carved, I might put it up separate. And it's still probably only be maybe $10 or so. And then the Bakelite pieces, let's separate these. The Bakelite pieces, I might put them together. This one, I don't know if I'm going to put up because it's tarnished, unless I can get it cleaned up. These two, and maybe these, I might put together. This piece is really cool by itself, but I might just put these four together for $14.95 to $18.95 maybe. This piece, I don't know. I can't put it by itself. I might just hang on to it, save it for myself. And these tools I might put together, since there's two shavers, a spoon, and another tool here. Since they're all tools of some sort, I'll probably put them together. And them I might sell for about $18 to $20. Then we have these two Bakelite waffle pieces. Them I might put up for about $10, $12. I'll have to look them up, see if I can find anything similar. So that's it. That's what I got from the auction, and I hope you enjoyed it. And like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.